don't feel like I'm actually anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the air is still,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and
And when the air is still, notice what's happening to your breathing.
it's
Mm-hmm.
it
Yes.
smells
Yes. What do you smell?
like musty.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Um,
Keep going. Mm-hmm. Yes.
it's, yeah, it's I don't I don't know if I know where I am. I don't feel like I do.
Mm-hmm. So in this place where you don't know where you are, what are the sensations that you're feeling in your body?
Um, Anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yes.
yes, I want to turn around really bad.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um, it's um, it's not a grave. I don't think it's not a grave. It's
Mm-hmm. If you knew, even if you think you're making it up, what is this place?
I feel like it's like a catacomb or something.
Yes.
It's yeah, like it's would be underneath the temple. It would be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. So I want you to go ahead and begin to open your inner eyes and notice what's around you. Yes, continue.
I don't know. I don't really feel like I see anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So feel it. What are you feeling?
so my instinct, my impulse, my first impression is that it's like a room.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm not actually seeing it, but I feel like it's a room.
Okay, I want you to just
And
use your senses. I don't want you to try to see. What is this room?
it's just like a square little mausoleum, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, keep going.
I feel like maybe on one side there's a cove, like a, it's going to sound weird, but like Mary on the half shell or something, like a,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and then the other side is where I came in. So,
Mm-hmm. Yes. So
and
let's intensify this feeling now. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and I want you to begin to feel all of it. 1, 2, and 3. What do you feel when you're in this place?
so I feel like it's moldy,
Mm-hmm.
dark,
Yes.
and my impression, though I don't think I see it, I feel like there's, um, like those rectangular boxes where they put bodies
Mm-hmm. Yes.
after death, or the
Yes.
sarcophagus,
And
maybe like on my left side.
if you knew, what is it that you're doing in this place?
Visiting.
Visiting. Mm-hmm. Yes. And as you're visiting this place, I want you to notice what you are like. What do you look like as you're visiting this place?
I feel like it's Mark, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
I look like me.
Mm-hmm. How are you dressed there?
I don't. Hmm, okay, maybe it's not me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm wearing it's like weird, like medieval clothes,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
like velvet and corduroy or something.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And if you knew, what is your role in visiting this place?
So I feel like it's my sarcophagus.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's my burial place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm visiting myself.
Yes. And as you're visiting this place, I want you to notice if this body in the sarcophagus has already died.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Is there anything written on the sarcophagus? Anything that shows who you are?
It feels very plain.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Maybe an ornamental edging on the lid, but no writing that I see.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yes. What did they call you when you had a body? If you remember.
Spirit John comes to mind.
Very good. So, John, we're going to do something. We're going to find out when this all began, before you were in that sarcophagus, to see what happened. What I'm going to do is count from 3 to 1. And when I get to number 1, I want you to go to before you were in there to see what happened. And I want you to see it in detail. 3, 2, and 1. John, where are you? Are you indoors or outdoors?
Outside.
Outside. Where are you?
Like a garden,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
a little garden behind a house.
Mm-hmm. Describe this place for me.
It's modest. It's definitely feels rural,
Mm-hmm.
like a thatched roof type of deal. And
Yes.
small house.
Mm-hmm.
Garden is it's very green. I feel like there's like a broken down wagon or something in the yard, and
Mm-hmm. Yes. And John, you could take a look at yourself now. Look at your feet. What do you look like there?
mm, I feel like I'm barefoot.
Barefoot. What is it that you're wearing? What clothing are you wearing?
Um, like just pants and like brownish, like almost leathery. Like
Mm-hmm. Yes.
um, I have a loose shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a cream colored, I guess, and
Mm-hmm.
it feels warm here. Like my shirt's open a little bit, and I'm just standing in the yard.
Mm-hmm. Notice your face, your hair. What do you look like?
So I feel like I'm ruddy
Mm-hmm.
and kind of grizzled and lined face and a little bit dirty
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and sweaty. And
What have you been doing, John, that makes you so dirty and sweaty?
I think I've been working in this yard, working in the garden.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's see what your home is like, John. I'm going to count from 1 to 3 and find your way into your home. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, I see it's small. And there's a little bed in one corner
Mm-hmm.
and a fireplace. It's I feel like it's sturdy. It's like a I don't know if it's stone or stucco or something, but it's like sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of dim inside because I think there's only one window.
Mm-hmm. Notice if you live here by yourself or if there's anybody else that lives with you there.
Yes, I feel I'm alone here.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And how old do you feel there?
Hmm. Like 50s or definitely not young.
Not young. Very good. All right, John. So I'm going to have you close that scene, and we're going to go to the next important scene from that life when something important is happening. I'm going to get to number 3, and you'll be there. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Notice if you're indoors or outdoors.
Um, feel like I'm outdoors again.
Mm-hmm. What is this place?
I'm not sure. It's
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
guess I can't.
I don't want you to see. I want you to just know it. What is this place? Mm-hmm.
It's fields.
What is it?
It's wide open fields.
Wide open fields. And what's happening there?
I don't I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of sitting around. It's nighttime. It's like I feel like it's dark,
Yes.
but I can still see that it's a field.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
And
continue. What happens next?
I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm waiting for something,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
but I don't know what. And it seems odd to me to be here.
Yes. So notice your emotions. What are you feeling as you're there waiting?
I'm angry. I think I'm frustrated
Mm-hmm. Yes.
because I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Mm-hmm. Continue with that emotion.
I feel like there's trees around and it's dark and
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'm confused. I'm confused about what this place is. Like
Yes.
this tree seems strange to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like got a really thick trunk,
Yes.
one that I notice, and I'm kind of drawn to it. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go over there.
Yes. Tell me about this tree.
It feels like a fairy tree or something. Like I don't know. It sounds weird, but I feel like there's a door at the bottom,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and it's really round, and it's a big old tree.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've seen this door before.
What do you do when you get to this tree?
I'm regarding this little door because I don't think I can fit through it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's strange to see this tree here, like almost like it was just dropped down here. It doesn't really grow here.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What happens next?
Well, I kind of want to open the door.
Mm-hmm. Yes, continue.
I'm a little nervous about it, but so All right, it's a tiny door, but I'm going to try to open it.
Yes.
And it opened in.
What do you notice when you open that door?
It's actually brighter inside than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And maybe the door is bigger than I thought it was too. It seems bigger now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not sure this is actually a tree,
Mm-hmm.
but
What do you do next?
I'm gonna go in.
Mm-hmm. Describe to me everything that happens as you go in.
So I'm gonna go in the door, and so inside,
Mm-hmm.
it's strange. I feel like the walls are shiny,
Yes.
and hmm, I don't know why this would be the case, but it feels like it's metal
Mm-hmm.
inside this tree,
Yes.
and hard
Mm-hmm.
and dark, like black. Even though I felt like it was bright inside, I feel like the walls are black.
Mm-hmm.
I
Notice
don't
what you're
really
stepping
notice.
on. What are you stepping on when you're inside?
It's a floor. It's definitely like I thought it was hardwood floor, but I think it's just looks that way. It's really not wood. It's just
Mm-hmm.
strips of metal, maybe,
Yes.
or a really hard wood that's been painted with a like a shiny paint that makes it seem like even harder, like a varnish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels varnished.
Continue. Where do you go when you go inside of this place?
Uh, well, it's it's kind of strangely similar to that room. It feels dark, and I I feel like I'm alone in here, but I don't think this is a tree.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a structure.
Yes.
Um,
What do you imagine this structure is used for?
feels like it travels.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yes, continue.
yeah, so it's round, it's rounded, and
Yes.
and it's like a pod
Mm-hmm.
of some kind, like a. It feels the shape of it feels like a Hershey's Kiss,
Mm.
like it's got a slight. The roof isn't round, has a slight uplift in the roof,
Yes.
and and it's definitely like an enclosed space. I don't feel like there's any windows, and I don't know. I'm trying to get a sense of how big it is.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and touch the walls.
They're too far out. Like I can't
Yes.
touch both walls if I'm stretching.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes.
bigger than that. That's why I think it's not a tree. It's definitely.
Mm-hmm. Do you see a way out of this?
Hmm. I think I can just pass through it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think if I wanted to leave, I could leave. I don't feel like the door that is there anymore that I used to
Mm-hmm.
get.
Yes.
So I feel like I could leave.
So what
But
do
I
you do
do
next?
feel like on the outside of this, if I were to leave, it would be like outer space. That's how it feels.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what do you do next?
Um, I'm touching the wall, and I guess I'm trying to decide if I should leave. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous,
Yes.
actually shaking a little bit because I'm afraid, but um, I think I'm gonna leave.
What do
So
you do next?
I'm imagining myself just passing through this wall, which is like a firm steel or metal or something.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like I'm floating. And
Mm.
I do feel like I'm floating in space. Like
Yes. What do you see when you're floating in space?
feels oddly empty.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, yeah, I feel like my body maybe is dissolving.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm part of it. I'm part of the space.
Yes.
And I feel okay though. I feel like I don't need a body here.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and you're going to advance to the next important scene from that lifetime. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
Hmm. Trying to get my bearings here.
Mm-hmm. Notice if you're indoors or
I
outdoors.
feel like I'm outdoors now and I'm back on a planet, on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And, or I think it's this planet.
Mm-hmm. What do you notice
And,
around you?
all right, so first thing I noticed is the colors seem very different to me. They're very
Yes.
pale, like washed out, kind of like,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
um, and I feel like there's structures here that are very organic, like round kind of structures.
Mm-hmm.
They're also very pale. They're very far away. It seems like there almost looks like bubbles in the distance, like,
Mm-hmm.
and they're kind of coral colored, like they have a color.
Yes.
Um,
What are those structures made out of?
they feel like they're made of like a plant material, like they're spongy, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't recognize this, but it's like a spongy material, but I feel like it's organic and
Mm.
they are connected. They're like, I feel like there's three for some reason in a row,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like a domicile. They're like some kind of a structure,
Mm-hmm. And when you're
like a
on this
house.
planet with the pale colors, do you have a body there?
I'm feeling like I have a body, but it's like jelly, kind of like gooey.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm,
Is
yeah,
this
it's
gooey body humanoid?
yes, it feels like it has the shape, but it's not the same texture as skin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like like a gelatinous.
Yes. What do you do when you get to this planet?
I'm going to those bubbles. I'm going over there. Yeah, this is some kind of a house.
Describe it for me.
It's it feels like it grows out of the ground and it forms like a bubble, like a dome
Yes.
structure. Um, I feel like this is where I stay, but it's not like I see creature comforts everywhere. Like I don't think. I think this actually maybe my impression is this nourishes me somehow.
Yes.
So I don't need to eat. I come here and it nourishes me and like refreshes me.
So I want you to notice how it is that you nourish your body in this place.
I just like absorb through my skin. I absorb this energy. This maybe it's like a okay. It seems like this bubble maybe produces some kind of interior gas or something that I get nourishment from. Okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So let's close this scene now and let's see what happens next in the lifetime of John to understand what happened to have him get into that sarcophagus. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and you're going to advance to that moment. 1, 2, and 3. Notice where you are.
I'm back with the sarcophagus.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know how I died. I don't think it was a traumatic death at all. I think I just died. And maybe I was outside.
All right, let's find out. This time I'm going to count from 3 to 1. We'll go right before your death. 3, 2, and 1. Notice where you are.
Yes, I'm at my little house.
Notice
And
what's going on with your body.
it's very old and it's yeah, it's breaking down. And I'm ready. I think I'm definitely ready.
So as
I
this body
think I go.
prepares to die,
Yeah.
I want you to recall your moments in which you went to a different place. What was the reason why you took that journey to the other planet?
I think I was lonely. I think I was lonely and they wanted me to see home.
How many times did you go home?
I don't remember more. I just remember that one time.
Okay, very good.
And I think for some reason I feel like the whole thing happened in the yard
Yes.
of my garden.
So let's find out what's happening to the body as it begins to die. What do you notice?
Yes, I feel like I'm just melding with the earth. I'm just melting in. I'm just returning.
Mm-hmm. And John, tell me where it is that your soul goes after you leave that body. Does
I
it
don't
stay?
feel it's
Does it
leaving
stay?
yet.
Mm-hmm. Does it stay in the catacombs?
Maybe because it's not. It doesn't feel like it's gone anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So, John, I want you to tell me this lifetime that you lived. Is it a past life of Mark's? Or are you a lost soul?
I don't think this was Mark's life.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So how is it that you have found Mark? How old was he when you found him?
I feel like in the forest. I think I found him in the forest.
In the forest. Very good. And how old was he when he was going
Young.
through
He
the
was
forest?
young.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was a little boy.
A little boy. And what attracted you to Mark when he was a little boy?
His energy.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Yes.
very, very energetic.
Mm-hmm. So Mark, how, or should I say, John, how is it that you've been affecting Mark? What is he feeling from you?
That loneliness,
Mm-hmm.
sadness.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes this is Mark talking now.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes this explains my. I have bouts of loneliness that are congruent with my life.
Mm-hmm.
When I be with people, people I love, still feel lonely.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Are we ready to release John now?
Yes, I feel it now.
Mm-hmm. Good. So let me speak with John. John,
Yes,
are you ready to go home to that place that you love so much?
yes.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to look inside of your heart, John. There's a spark there. This is the God spark, the one that created you. Tell me when you find that spark.
I see it.
Mm-hmm. Now I want you to expand that. Make that light really big.
Yes.
And tell me what you feel as that light expands.
Oh, I feel free.
Very good, very good. So there's some explaining that you have to do, John. Why you haven't gone home? What was your reason for not going?
I didn't know the way.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Didn't know the way.
So would you like Mark to forgive you for making him feel so lonely?
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm. Mark, can you forgive John for not knowing any better?
Yes, I forgive
Very good. So I want you to find where it is that John is attached to you. Where is that?
you. My heart.
Your heart. Very good. So I want you to go ahead and begin to pull the energy from your heart. The part that doesn't belong to you. Pull it out. You could even use your hands if it feels good to just pull that and give it back to John. It doesn't belong to you. And I want you to ask John to give you the energy that he took from you, that he took from your heart. Ask for it
Please
back.
give me that energy.
Very good. Feel it coming back to you now. Absorb that light into your heart. Take it all back. Fill that space with your energy, with your light. Very good. And now, John, it's time to go home. Who's there waiting for you, John?
Everybody's
Very good. So I'd like for you to go ahead and take your energy and release anything from and go to your friends, go to those that are waiting for you, your ancestors, your family, and tell me when you're there, John.
there. Yes. Who's
Very
there?
good. May the light of the universe always accompany you, John. Thank you very much. And now,
My
Mark.
whole body's tingling right now.
Beautiful. Go ahead and close that portal down. Close that portal knowing that you no longer need to be attached to that energy. And I want you to scan your body and see what's going on with your body. What do you feel now?
Oh, Mark definitely needs to use the bathroom now.
Very good. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you could open your eyes. And when you come back, we'll go even deeper. 1, 2, and 3. 3. Going deeper. 2. Even deeper. Letting go. And 1. Begin to scan that body. And I want you to notice how that body is feeling.
Feels good.
Feels good. Very good.
Oh, that tingling was awesome.
Very good. So I want you to go ahead and begin to feel that feeling that you feel when you think about being enclosed in a cave. And as you think about being enclosed in a cave, what emotions come up?
Fear.
Where do you feel this fear?
My chest. I'm afraid I won't be able to breathe.
All right, so I want you to intensify that feeling of not being able to breathe. And as you intensify the feeling, if you knew, where are you when you can't breathe?
Yeah, I'm underground.
Yes, keep going. What is this place that you're in where you can't breathe?
This is a mine.
Yes.
I feel like it's a mine of some kind, like a, I don't know, some kind of, not, oh, coal or something. I don't know.
Do you feel it's a
Like
coal mine?
yeah, it's some kind of mine. I'm gonna guess coal, just because it feels so dirty.
And in this mine, what kind of body do you have that can't breathe?
It's a man,
How old are you?
white hair, like old, like 60,
Yes.
definitely older. I feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm buried and there's pressure
What
in my
has happened?
chest.
What has caused you to be buried?
I think everything caved in here, and there's no getting out of this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's over. This is it.
So I want you to notice as you're not able to breathe, what are you feeling in your chest?
Like it's filling up with dust and
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yes.
it's all around me. It's
Mm-hmm.
there's hardly room to breathe
Yes.
here.
Continue.
When I
What
do,
happens?
like when I breathe, it's like dirt and stuff gets inside.
Yes.
I can't move my arms to try and block it, and I'm just trapped here. Oh
Mm-hmm.
God.
Continue. What happens next? Yes.
I just don't want to be here. I just want God to take me.
Mm-hmm. And notice as you're not breathing anymore, what's happening to your circulation, your blood.
It's all shutting
Mm-hmm. And notice what
down.
happens. Yes.
Like I'm turning into the rock. It's just crushing me. It's just
Mm-hmm. Yes. So while all this is happening, where is your soul?
it's it's watching.
Mm-hmm. Where is your soul watching from?
I'm, it's weird. I'm in the cave, but I can see through the rocks to where
Mm-hmm.
I can see
Yes.
myself. Oh,
So I want you to go to the
yeah.
last moment of your death and tell me what happens after this body dies. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I feel like okay. For
Yes.
some reason, I feel like I'm still in the rocks.
Very good. That's very good. How is this affecting the lifetime now of Mark?
Yes, this is Mark's greatest fear.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Buried alive.
Being buried alive.
I avoid closed spaces. I don't. Um, I panic when I'm in spaces. Even if I can see outside, sometimes I have panic attacks because I'm afraid I won't be able to get out.
Mm-hmm. And when you avoid these closed spaces and have these panic attacks, what does it keep you from doing in the
Yeah,
lifetime of Mark?
it keeps me
Mm-hmm.
from doing things, from enjoying spaces that I would be with other people.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Very good.
Hmm.
Very good. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and we're going to go back in this lifetime again. 1, going back now before this all happened. 2, and 3. You're there now. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm in the shaft,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm down at the bottom, and
Yes.
so it's weird. I feel like I'm here, but I'm old, and my job isn't really as physical as it used to be. It's I I help and they just guiding the little buckets that they
Mm-hmm.
haul out.
Yes.
So I stay down here at the bottom, and when they come up, they'll bring me a load, and I wait. I attach it, and then they haul it up, and then I wait for the empty one to come down,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Good.
switch it out for a full one. when it's time.
Notice how you're feeling as this is happening. What are the
I'm
thoughts that
bored.
go? You're bored.
Bored.
Yes.
It's such a just drudgery. It's
Yes.
dark down here. It's not, the air is bad.
What do they call you there?
Smitty? Smithy or something.
Smitty? When I say the name Smitty, does that sound right?
It kind of sounds close.
So what happens next? Advance to the next important scene. What happens?
Yeah. Yeah, there's it's I don't know if it was an explosion or a collapse or something.
So I want you to freeze frame it so that you can get every detail.
I think it's something exploded.
Yes, if you knew.
I think it was an explosion down below.
Yes.
And yeah, and it
Notice what happens to your body.
blast comes by and my God, it's just awful. It's just awful. I'm burned and it's collapsing and
Yes.
fire goes out quickly, but the air is gone.
Yes.
And
Yes. Feel what you feel when that air is gone after that.
yeah, there's no air left. It's I'm suffocating and I'm being crushed, and my skin is on fire. I can't move anything.
Yes.
Oh man,
So as you're struggling for your breath, notice what's happening to your heart.
it's racing so fast.
Yes.
Oh.
And when you can't breathe and your heart is racing so fast, notice what's happening to your skin and your muscles. Yes.
Yeah, so my heart is racing, can't breathe,
Yes.
and I feel totally closed in,
Yes.
like my rock. And
Yeah. Yes. And when you're closed in,
but it's
what's
still
going?
taking a while to die. It's just not dying. I think I was afraid to die.
Go ahead and say that again.
I think I was just afraid to die.
Yes.
I just didn't want to let go.
Yes. And when you're afraid to let go, notice what that does to your body.
Just seal it up with the rock. Just seal it right up.
Yes. Yes. So what is the last thought that your brain thinks when your soul, before that soul leaves that body?
I was afraid to go. My last thought was afraid.
Afraid to go. Very good.
Yeah.
So notice what happens to your soul.
So I feel like I can leave the rock now, but I feel like my soul doesn't want to leave the rock for some reason.
Yes.
There's something dumb. I feel stuck here. I know that I can.
So
Okay.
I want you to talk to their soul. Talk to your soul.
You can
Make it.
leave. You can go. Just leave.
So I want you to go ahead and bring that part of your soul into the light.
I feel it. It's like I feel
Coax it into the light.
like there's like you know when you decorate a Christmas tree and there's you put tinsel on and the tinsel's so shiny.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like it's tinsel reaching into me in this
Beautiful.
rock,
Beautiful.
and I can go. Oh,
Wonderful.
oh, it's through
And
the
as
fissures of the rock. It's reaching through the fissures.
can you forgive yourself for not letting go?
Yes.
Yes, release
You
that.
didn't know any better.
Release that and go into the light. Go into the light now. And I want you to pick a color that represents healing for your soul. What color is that for you? Beautiful. I'm going to strike a tuning fork, and as I do, I want you to feel that light. Absorb that light. Breathe in that light, knowing that with that death of that body, that experience is over. You are no longer trapped in that mind. Your soul is free. Breathe in that purple light. Breathe that light into every cell of your body. And with that, you're able to heal that old man in the mind. Heal that soul. No longer trapped there, no longer afraid. Feel that light around you. Just wrap it around you like a blanket of purple light. And now that you're healed, I want you to go ahead and see that mind. Visit that mind once again. See it through different eyes now. And notice what happens when you visit that mind.
I just, I think that body is just sleeping now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just resting.
Yes. Very
But
good.
it's definitely at peace now.
Very good. Very good. So leave that behind now. I'd like for you to go ahead and detach yourself from that experience. That experience no longer belongs to your soul. Your soul is complete now. No longer stuck in that experience. No longer stuck in that grave. You could breathe now. Expand your space out now. So with that, is there anything else that you would like to address? Or do you feel that we are complete?
I feel we are complete.
Very good. Eyes. 5 wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome
Wow.
back.
Thank you.
How
Oh,
was
wow.
that?
That was amazing. May I quickly run to the bathroom again? I'll be right back. Oh my God. Woohoo. Oh man.
Wow.
Wow. That was cool.
Did you expect that?
No, it was, yeah, you know,
So, wow, what about the minor?
that was weird. Yeah. Actually,
Did it
first
make
of all, the
sense?
sarcophagus thing was strange because I could feel it felt like, when you do an etching, like a rubbing, and then you look at it and it's like black and white, but you can see what it is. And that's how it felt in that room. And I thought it was the mustiness or whatever, but I could tell the gray of those walls were stone. And
So
but
that
I
was
know it
that was
sounds
an entity. That was an entity attached to you.
yes, and it felt like the pictures, the classic pictures of the Man of La Mancha,
Hmm.
with the
Hmm.
pantaloons and stuff, and the
Yep.
fabrics. That's what the fabrics felt like to me. Like when you asked me what was I wearing. But yeah, that was strange, and also that its name was John. And but the thing is, I could actually picture the forest when I was a little boy that I think he was talking about. And we would go on camping trips with my family, and we could go wander wherever we wanted. And I wondered, and it was up in like Northern California near the mining territory. So I wonder if that's where it was.
Well,
No
it's
idea.
it seems like he was going through a portal.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because of huh,
That that thing
that
was a
feeling
portal.
after that, my whole body was vibrating. It was really weird, like
Wow.
toes and everything. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, this was really,
Amazing.
really powerful. Anyway,
Mark,
that's
do
that.
you want to keep this private?
Yeah, if you think there's something that's helpful, it's fine. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, probably the family stuff I would keep private. Yeah. But if
Okay.
you think that stuff is relevant too,
No,
I signed up for this just to be part of the movement. So
I don't put stuff up about family because that's too
yeah.
personal.
So,
That's too
but anything
personal.
else that's not family, like,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, good. I'm just going to put up about the past, those first two past lives. I think
yeah, okay,
that's about it.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I think the other stuff you have to stay away from anyway. I'm really grateful that you helped me go through it, though. I really do
mhm.
appreciate that because it has weighed on me heavily,
Yeah.
and
I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want a session with me, just go to my website, albaweinman.com, and just sign up for the newsletter and
do it. You'll be
do
glad you
it.
did.
All right. Much love to everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Peace and blessings. Bye.